Good afternoon, Cohort 11. It's great to see you again. I'm practicing for next week just to see what life will be like on camera versus in person. So I wanted to follow up and give an update. I've also included some key points in an email, and I plan to attach this video link to the email as well for your viewing purposes. I just wanted to reinforce some of the rumblings that, as you know, have been going on with the cohort. In speaking with several professors, as I talked about last night, I just want to reinforce the importance of having that group think versus individual think. As I was talking to a professor that you have not yet had but will have in the future, as soon as I said cohort 11, her first response was, "Oh, cohort 11?" And I quickly had to tell her to, after that first week, to really look at each of the individuals within that cohort and not to look at some of the strengths of the cohort as a whole, but to look at individuals within that cohort. I shared with her that individually there's a lot of strengths, and a lot of those members of cohort 11 will go far in education. I shared with her some of my first inklings and some of my first thoughts of some of the members of cohort 11. I said, when you meet Victor, my first thought of Victor was he was an out-of-the-box thinker. Carlos is very animated and will be one of those teachers that grabs students' attention. Janelle likes to rise to the challenge. She likes new experiences, new adventures, and she likes to really give it her all. I said, when you meet Adam, you'll probably think he's very analytical. He has a lot to offer and has a lot of deep thinking and deep background. I always think of Linda and Zach as the two that are probably most proactive in the class. Maybe the two quietest, but probably the two most proactive. When I think of Nicole, I think very reflective. When I think of some of the other students in the classroom, you always have to think of things that you'll remember those by, is my advice that I gave to this professor. So everyone has strengths, everyone has weaknesses, we all do, and to really think about, how do you want to be remembered? Do you want to be remembered as a cohort, or do you want to be remembered as that person in cohort 11 because I excel at whatever that may be? So that's just a little advice from me to you. In speaking this morning with my superintendent, we had a long talk, and it's amazing how Thursday is my reflection of always of Wednesday. And he asked about, how would you see some of these students moving forward if they were to come to Spencerport? And I talked a lot about, I could definitely see them doing their student teaching experiences here. They have a lot to offer. They're very passionate. They have a lot of compassion for students. They are eager to learn. I said there would be no doubt, like if somebody said, I need a social studies placement for one of our social studies students, I would quickly pick up the phone personally and ask Frank Caffarella, the best social studies teacher, in my opinion, in Spencerport, and ask him if he would be willing to take a student teacher. So we had a long conversation about those ties across Monroe County and just how important it is to maintain those positive relationships within your cohort as well as within your individual dealings with different people along the way that you're going to meet. We also talked a lot. He said, well, last year we had 1,400 applicants for teaching positions in Spencerport, and we hired 32. So think about what will set you apart. What will set you apart to get an interview? What will set you apart to make Spencerport or any other district hire you when there are that many teachers out there vying for positions? So there's a lot coming your way and a lot of exciting challenges ahead as you embark on the last half of your cohort 11 experience at Roberts. But I just want you to just really think and reflect upon, how do you want to be remembered in cohort 11? I hope this helped, and I look forward to working with you virtually next week on week 5. And if you have any questions about the email that you're about to receive, please let me know. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.